And our last factorial design is a mixed factorial design, where we have at least one between subjects and at least one within subjects' independent variables. This data set should look a little similar and familiar to you, right? This is the one that got a little trippy with the repeated measures ANOVA that I had you do in the last assignment, where we have the food craving questionnaire for 3 commodities to look at how the delayed reward preference affects their food cravings. What I also mentioned in that video was that there's also some other things that we could be looking at as between subjects variables. Specifically, what condition were they in? The control or experimental condition? The control condition didn't have any extra thing happening, but the experimental condition had people do all of this while fasting, so they hadn't eaten in a while. Hey, leave my pillow alone. Darn dog. So this is, if we look at condition, control or experimental, and the reward, delayed reward preference of food, money, and music, we have a 2x3 mixed factorial design where the between subjects variable is the 2 and the within subjects variable is the 3, food, money, and music. So we're going to run a mixed factorial ANOVA, and to do that we go to the repeated measures ANOVA because it allows us to specify a within subject factor. So we'll go here. Our within subjects factor is let's see, what do we want to call it? Don't want to call it condition because that's what we're calling the other thing. So we'll call it commodity. And we have food, money, and music. We just have the one repeated measures factor. Then we have a between subjects factor of condition. Okay, and let's make sure that I've got these right. I've already created all of these. I guess I don't have them here. Let's see, it's all the way over here. Test 1 is food. Okay, so food, money, music. That should be correct. Food, money, music. Perfect. So then food, money, music. Cool. And we have condition as our between subjects effect. Notice we could try some other ones. We could have a continuous factor as a covariate, gender, and glucose as well. We're not going to get into that. Generally theta squared, and food craving is our dependent variable. We can have our model. It's not really helpful today. Assumption checked, we'll ask for sphericity, and we'll ask for the QQ plot. We're not going to ask for homogeneity. Post hoc test, we want to, let's just throw it all in there. Let's just see it all. Okay. Estimated marginal means. I like the plot with the observed scores for both. Okay. That should be it. And now we can interpret. Start with the assumption of sphericity, not statistically significant. So we meet the assumption. Looks like we don't have normally distributed data. We're just going to ignore that for now. We have the post hoc comparisons for all the simple effects. And then we have for condition, it looks like fasting did better than control. Faster had higher food cravings, so that's not a good thing. People in the fasting condition had more food cravings than people in the control condition. And then commodity, we see that food had higher food cravings than the music condition, but none of the other two were significant. So notice how things are changing a little bit from the simple repeated measures assignment that we did previously. And that's because we're now adding in this other factor. And so we can then look at this. And so depending on the order I put it in, so let's do it the other way around as well. We can actually see the other graph as well. It'll take a second. So we can see that overall, people in the fasting condition had higher food cravings than people in the control condition. Cooper! Oh, I need to finish this so I can go figure out what he's chewing on, because that did not sound good. Ugh. Okay, so come back to the top. Let's interpret all of our effects. So we have one within subject's effect of commodity, and that is statistically significant. So the three commodities, food, music, have a significant effect on food cravings. Then let's look at the other effect, main effect. This is condition. Cooper! There's a significant effect of condition. Come here. Good boy. On food cravings. We have a generalized zeta squared of 0.43. And notice that one's much more significant, right? The generalized zeta squared 0.43, the generalized zeta squared for commodity is 0. Basically, like, it's significant, but like the effect size is small. We don't really probably care about the commodity. It's rather the condition they're in plays a huge role in whether or not they have food cravings, right? And there's no significant interaction between the two. And we could tell that by the parallel lines. Either way we did it, parallel lines, clearly no interaction. We have our post talks that we could share. We've already done this, and we could look at the simple effects, but we're not going to care. We're not going to go into that too much. So let's go to our mixed factorial ANOVA. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. And let's write it up. To test how both condition and reward preference affected food cravings, we performed a mixed factorial ANOVA. So overall hypothesis, research question, etc. There was a significant main effect of condition. Here. Oh, I wrote these up. I wrote them up different. I call this condition. It's fine. Okay, condition. So that's actually this one. And a significant main effect of reward. That's what I'm calling this one. I don't know why I'm calling it reward. I think I called them something opposite. I think I need to fix this. But there's no significant interaction effect of reward on condition. Cool. For condition, participants who fasted, so I'm calling this condition, but then I call it this. So I messed up in the write-up. I'll fix it later. For condition, participants who fasted, and we can go down to here. Actually, we don't want the tables. And I don't have it all up. It's fine. People who fasted reported significantly more food cravings than participants in the control condition, and I put the P for the Tukey. For reward, the food reward led to significantly higher food cravings than the music reward, but there's no significant differences between the money reward and both food or music. And so I put all the P Tukeys in there as well. Okay. So let me know what questions you have. That is the mixed factorial, where we have at least one between subjects and at least one within subjects independent variable on a continuous outcome variable.